Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. Okay, let's start our discussion with this first slide. So our topic today is cost volume profit analysis or CVP, which we've applied to a company called Ecoglow Lighting Sendirian Berhad. This is part of our group work. We choose Ecoglow because it represents a realistic scenario, a company that's produced lighting products and they are trying to figure out how different changes in cost, volume and pricing affect their profit. Throughout this discussion, we'll talk through their cost structure, analyze different what-if situation and share our findings using CVP tools like break-even analysis and margin of safety. Our goal is just to understand how these financial tools can support business decision, especially in the context of pricing, cost control, and planning future sales. Let's go ahead and look at our group lineup on the next slide before diving into the actual analysis.
Good morning everyone and doctor. My name is Nochelik and my metric number is 299232. Today we will present an overview and strategy financial analysis of Ecoglow Lighting Sendirian Berhad, a company specializing in eco-friendly LED lighting solutions. Their flagship product, EcoBright, is an intelligent LED bulb designed to reduce energy consumption in both residential and commercial sectors. So, the key challenges in this Ecoglow is about, for the first one is increased competitions in the sustainable energy market, which may reduce sales and market share. Next, raw material cost hike, an expected 4% increase in raw material costs in 2025 will impact the company's variable costs. Third, a strategic goal of achieving a 28% net income to sales ratio, meaning that the company must carefully control costs and improve operational efficiency to stay profitable. Now, let's proceed to the objective of this Ecoglow. For the first one, understanding cost and profit structure. To achieve its financial goals, Ecoglow must first understand its cost and profit structure. So fixed costs include rents, salary and machinery. These remain constant regardless of production levels. Next is variable costs like raw materials and packaging increase with each unit produced. By comparing this to the current profit margins, we can identify that where adjustments can be made. For instance, outsourcing non-core tasks or negotiating better supplier contracts may help reduce the cost. Second objective is CVP analysis for decision making. We use cost volume profit CVP analysis to guide decisions. The key metrics included break-even points, the level of sales needed to cover the total cost. Next is the contribution margins, how much of the sales contributes to covering fixed costs and profits. Last is the margin of safety, how much sales can be dropped before the company reach break-even. By calculating this figure, Ecoglow can evaluate a pricing strategy or cost-saving opportunities to improve profitability under different scenarios. Third objective is about strategy scenario evaluations. In 2025, Ecoglow can consider three strategy options. First is increase price, may improve profit margins but risk losing price-sensitive customer. Second is invest in marketing. This can increase the brand visibility and market share but adds to short-term costs. Third, which is the last one, is enhance cost efficiency through automations and supplier negotiations to reduce the variable costs. Each scenario must be evaluated against the company financial goal of a 28% net income to sales ratio. Cost efficiency appears to be the most stable path, especially in competitive market. Last objective is profitability and growth strategies. Based on our analysis, here are some recommendations. First, focus on cost-effective production methods and bulk procurements to handle rising material costs. Next, implement value-based pricing rather than cost-based, especially if eco-bright smart features offer a competitive edge. Third, expand into new commercial markets and provide long-term warranties to boost customer trust and loyalty. Last but not least, invest moderately in digital marketing to reach new customer segments while tracking return on investments. So, this strategy balances growth and profitability while addressing the key challenges of 2025. That's the end of my part. Thank you.
Let's move to the cost volume profit analysis. For sales price per unit of the product, we got 25 ringgit per unit. For total variable cost, we got 775,000 ringgit. For variable cost per unit, we got 15 ringgit and 55 cent per unit. For variable cost COGS to sales price ratio, we got 0.5%. And the last one, total fixed cost. After all the calculation, we got 270,000 ringgit. That's all.
Our group the contribution margin per unit is 9.5 ringgit per unit, and contribution margin ratio is 38%. For break-even point PEP in unit is 28,421 units. For break-even point PEP in amount is 710,525 ringgit. For net income to sales ratios is 16.4%.
So let's begin with scenario 1. Ecoglow Lighting aims to achieve a 28% of net income to sales ratio in 2025. To find the required sales, we use the CVP analysis method while accounting for a 4% increase in raw material cost, as mentioned in the case. So the selling price per unit remains 25 ringgit, and after adjusting the production cost to 13 ringgit per unit and keeping the 12% of sales commission at 3 ringgit, the total variable cost per unit becomes 60 ringgit. So, in order to achieve the 28% target, we applied the formula of net income equal to contribution minus fixed cost. So, after the calculation as shown below, Ecoglow must sell 135,000 units, resulting in the total sales amount of 3,375,000. This is a significant increase from 50,000 units in 2024, meaning the company must more than double its sales volume to meet the target if the price remains unchanged. Okay, so next we'll continue with scenario 2. So we assume that Ecoglow cannot increase unit sales beyond 50,000. So we must find a new selling price per unit so that it will still help the company to achieve the 28% of net income target. So the total variable cost per unit remains 16 ringgit and fixed costs are unchanged at 270,000 ringgit. So, by using the CVP equation and keeping the unit sales constant, we calculated that the company must set the new selling price at 29 ringgit and 72 cents per unit. However, this approach carries significant risk. Increasing the price from 25 ringgit to almost 30 ringgit may make Ecoglow less competitive in market, especially since the product is already slightly priced above the market average in a competitive environment. With rising cost pressures, this pricing strategy could reduce consumer demand unless the company differentiates the product or adds extra value. So let's continue to scenario 3, which is a marketing strategy and cost efficiency. So we introduce a new strategy where Ecoglow increased the selling price to 28 ringgit and boost sales commission to 16%. It also plans to increase digital marketing to double its sales while reducing overall fixed cost by 30%. So after adjusting the cost, and we got a new fixed cost and expected units sold. So by using the CVP method, we calculated the net profit and net income to sales ratio as shown in the calculation below. So, this strategy is effective and exceeds the 28% of the target. It balances the investment in sales incentive and marketing with cost efficiency, making it more realistic and competitive solution. The increased commission motivates agent and fixed cost reduction, improve overall profitability. Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. Now we move to scenario 4, which is product enhancement plan. In scenario 4, Ecoglow plans to enhance its Eco-Bright product by adding smart home integration features. This upgrade is expected to increase the cost of goods sold to 57% of revenue due to the 4% raw material hike and higher production complexity. To support this product upgrade, digital marketing expense are increased by 30%, aiming to boost customer awareness and product positioning. As a result of these changes, the company anticipates a 150% increase in sales volume, raising total unit sales to 125,000 units. Based on our CVP analysis, this strategy generates a sales revenue of 3.125 million ringgit with variable cost amounting 1.7 million ringgit. After accounting for all of its costs, the company achieved a net income of 1.06 million ringgit, leading to a profit margin of 34%, which clearly exceeds the 28% target. In conclusion, this strategy is not only profitable but also enhance Ecoglow's market competitiveness. We recommend moving forward with the product enhancement plan as it positions the company well for long-term growth in the smart lighting market. Scenario 5, Sales Force Restructuring. Scenario 5 explores two approaches to improve sales. Option 1 involves increasing external sales agents' commission from 12% to 18%, which is expected to boost sales by 50%. Option 2 proposes hiring an in-house sales team of 8 full-time staff with a monthly salary of 1,700 ringgit each and a lower commission rate of 4%, potentially increasing sales by 70%. From our analysis, option 1 produced 1.875 million ringgit in revenue and a net income of 292,500, resulting in a 15.6% profit margin. On the other hand, option 2 generates 2.125 million in revenue and 501,1800 ringgit in net income, giving a higher profit margin of 23.6%. In conclusion, the in-house sales team offers greater profitability and cost control, making it the more scalable and sustainable choice. We recommend that Ecoglow invest in the building its internal sales capabilities for better long-term performance. Thank you.
Now, let's proceed to final strategy recommendations. So for the first one is increase sales quantity. Set the sales quantity for 135,000 units in 2025 through with the help of broader market research at our age, product differentiations, and more effective distributions. Next is pricing strategy. Fine-tune the price at which the product is being sold to make sure that the price does not push down the demand and to create value in terms of features or packs. Third is marketing and cost efficiency. Spend on digital market and cost cutting, games like the contract renegotiations and operations optimizations so as to increase sales and lower fixed costs. Fourth, product enhancements. Add the smart home characteristic of Eco-Bright bulbs and support this with the current need of the consumer to buy smart home products to boost their sales and profitability. Last will be the sales force optimizations. So switch to in-house sales force, which is more profitable and scalable than external agents. In a nutshell, Ecoglow Lightning Sdn Bhd can use various strategic options that will enhance profitability and achieve goals in finance in 2025. The company is capable of positioning itself to meet its 28 net income to sales ratio objective, since it is working on an increase in the volume of sales, a better pricing strategy, intelligent product improvements, and lower costs. Besides, a move to in-house sales force provide massive long-term advantages. These strategies will make Ecoglow one of the leaders in the eco-friendly lighting business and guarantee future growth and competitiveness. That's the end of our presentations. Thank you.